There you are. What's up? Chauncey here, aka TUFA, and today I want to give you guys a beat breakdown. This beat that I'm working on for the Cymatics Infinity Beat Contest, and it came out really dope. So I just wanted to show you guys how I kind of went about doing it. Say big ups to Cymatics. Thanks for that. And let's just jump into it, all right? So this is the project here, and I picked out this sample right here, the I Want You loop. And the sample is pretty cool. Let's see. Play it here. It's kind of filtered. I didn't actually use that second part, but that part I really did. A little bit of a click there on that I had to get rid of. So I just want to show you the first things that I came up with, actually. So the first thing I came up with was this and this sub, and I created a chord change. So that's the first part that I created, and if you want to hear, then I created a beat, and basically I created this beat and this sort of section, the C section. Well, it's not really a C section, it's more like the chorus, like it's the groove. It's the best part that you want, the answer. There's a bunch of cool stuff I really like in there. I found that hat. It's just a lot of times this is happy accidents. I found this hat that was just so nice. Kind of wanted more in the middle. Real driving, but I didn't actually bring that part in until later when I'm making this track. So I want to show you some of the cool stuff that I really like. I use the Cymatics sample for this Reese. Cymatics Reese was a sample. Let's see here. I could show you this one. So this is Cymatics, the Orchid Reese Whale. Super cool. Put it in the sampler, and I have it looping back, playback, so that it doesn't run out. But essentially early on in the track, it gets real nice and low and subby. I love that. And keeping it real transformative. A lot of space at the beginning of this track before the drops, but I really took the drops in totally different directions. Another thing that I really like right there that came out really cool was I took these plucks and created this spacey pluck, and that was actually from the Pluck Unknown C1, and I've got it running through some cool effects. So, and those also become little ARPs that are kind of counters or turnarounds to other stuff, so I like to bring those in. Those with some cool effects running on those, some backwards reverbs and stuff. And then also this is really cool. I used Arturia augmented strings to create these really cool, amazing strings. Actually at the beginning here, I got those little tinkly sounds and stuff. Just suited exactly what I was doing here. And I got the running high. Probably want a little more sizzle on that one. So those are frozen right now. I'm gonna EQ those soon. And then another thing that let's let it run, and I'm gonna show you the build up and then the first drop. So yeah, there was something weird here. Hold on. This shouldn't be going on that rate. Oh, that's a problem. I think that this one's not supposed to be in here, or... This is a problem. Okay, well, I found something that decided to change since the last time I opened the project, and it's wrong. So, welcome to the struggle of a musician. That's why you try to get your projects done very quickly, because your computer will change what you did, and it sounds wrong. It's wrong. So I'm stoked about this track, but now I'm like, all right, well, let's wrap up this beat review because I have to go fix this thing now that decided to break itself. Anyways, this is the issue. This is not supposed to be having that wobble, I don't think. I'm gonna have to go check the other track that I made. It's supposed to be more like that. And then this wobble is not supposed to be the way it is right there. Something like that. It's not supposed to wobble until it gets to like this. Anyways, a lot going on in this drop, so I want to show you what I did primarily with the samples from Cymatics, which is down here somewhere. Sorry for scrolling forever. We've always got to put a million things in the track so it sounds cool, but I took that sample and built up with it. Using manipulator, you can see all the stuff that I'm doing on that track. This smooth operator is doing a lot to make sure that the muddiness is gone, because it's really fat and filtered, and I have all these other sounds that are low in that area, so it didn't really work. I had to get rid of it. So, but when I came up with that drop, I was just like, and I was like, I wanted to go boom, 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 so good. Boom, boom. And then, yeah, so, and then I drop it back into let's bring it. those drums came out so good, and I believe I tried to use as many cymatics as I could, so I believe that this sample here is, you gotta go find it because I created this 128. So before I did any of this, I created this 128, 3 128s of all cymatic snares and stuff. That's one of the main parts, and I've also got a bunch more other layers happening inside these snares, the clap and everything. Those little lead-ins to the claps. And then some delays and stuff, always adding some flavor. And then at the end of that section, those are really working for me. I created these sticks, and I used this Cymatics Origin plugin to make it super lo-fi because they're really bright otherwise. So you get these. So these are all the different layers of stuff that I created there. It's all about layering stuff up, and you can kind of play as if you're a group of people playing that stuff, and then this should probably come in here. Let's see. Anyways, so then if you listen to it without the drum bus and Origin, it's super bright. So it's too bright for it. Tucks it behind when you do that with it there. And for the builds, I also use the manipulator to mess with the formants. But I like this build up too because I just keep repeating the I Want You theme, because this beat was all about using the Cymatics Infinity sample pack and featuring that. So it's really got to feature that sample as much as possible. And I created these really cool pumping arpeggio here. Real dirty. I was having problems with my CPU when I went to make that yesterday, so I had to just make it blindly and then put it in, but just turn it to audio and do your best with it. Anyways, all right, I love that. I usually don't do 4 to the floor. That's almost like it could be a whole nother song on that drop. It's just so grimy. But TUFA is transformative nature-based music, and so I want to use the good energy from that to help people transform their lives. But especially there's got to be nature in there, so you can hear these really cool. I create this a bunch of nighttime nature creatures, and there's some other stuff that's in here that's really interesting and weird. Are these whale sounds? Those are made out of whales sounds, like bubbling sounds from whales. And also, let me see if I can figure out where it is. Should be at this drop. I'm looking for, there's a couple more whale sounds that are really cool. And they Oh, it's that one. Yeah, it should be like that so I can see it. Right at that first drop, we also got, hold on. That's actual whale sounds. It could probably be a little less bassy. Low mids because of the... And so just it gives that cool stab sound. There's also a sound effect with it. It's real quiet. Might bring that up a little, but it's got this... Initially on this, my bass had just sounded like this. It was just real subby, but not much else. I think it needed a little more, so I added that. And then I added this layer with it too, which is sounding nice now, even though it changed itself. So boom. Anyways, that's a drop. And there's a couple other things that are pretty cool inside the drop. There's a bunch of call and response. So we do like little whoops in there. And these actually could go a little louder. Why did it go up by 2? That's interesting. But yeah, so then we get the... They might want to be wide too. Let's go like this. I got this splitter. Let's see. Little counters. I might want a little bit of the something like this here. But you get the idea. Cool little layers, and I changed up some of this stuff in the sound design, different serums. Just really cool with bending it and making sure it's right in that money zone for slapping on the sub. So there it is. Maybe I'll give you the very last part here. Chords I created. And also, last little thing is these cool samples from Cymatics again. It was like a full-fledged sample, but I just kind of brought it in for these little strings. And it's interesting because I've got these different Cymatics from this Infinity pack, Distorted Vocal 5, but they kind of matched what I was doing here with the little counters to that melody. And yeah, that's how you kind of build it all up until you get this huge soundscape. And became quite epic. Yeah, so anyways, wish me luck. Big ups to Cymatics. I really like doing these. If you guys haven't checked it out, my song Reminisce, TUFA Reminisce, is out now. It uses Cymatics as a primary sample. That was actually for a Cymatics Beat Contest also. I just missed the deadline for submitting that, but it became such a great track. It's no big deal. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that this showed you a little bit more into my process. I'm gonna start doing some more of this stuff. Also, if you guys are interested, I just want to let you know that I will begin starting lessons. So if you want to do lessons from anywhere and learn how to produce music like this, you can book a lesson with me. Also, if you just want to learn how to record, maybe you just want to learn how to record meditations or ASMR or voiceovers, anything to do with digital recording, mixing, mastering, that kind of stuff. We'll be offering those services. Just want to give back to the people and share what I got going on here. So if you guys enjoy that,